Pinterest expert. Conquer the new wave of social networking and generate tons of cash instantly. Module 1. What is Pinterest? Simply put, Pinterest is an online or virtual pinboard. Pinterest allows you to share products, pictures, and videos of your favorite things that you found online by pinning those items on your virtual pinboard. Pins have links that point back to where you found it. Pinterest had grown exponentially in a very short amount of time. It is now driving more referral traffic than Google+, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Reddit combined. It is the talk of the town. Every social networking site, tech blogs, and news sites are talking about its awesome potential. How it works. Pinterest works by enabling individuals to pin whatever interesting thing they stumble upon in the online jungle. You can pin a picture of a product that you really like on a website, pin a recipe you found on a diet website, pin a wedding dress that you really like, or even an interesting video about anything. The possibilities are endless. These pins have links back to where you found the image or video. Pins are organized by categories you create. These categories are called pinboards. A pinboard is representative of categories in a blog. You can create as many pinboards as you like. Pinboards would be representative of whatever your interests are. A pinboard could be labeled as couture, diet recipes, people I admire, or any other interest you may have. Basics of Pinterest. Pinboard. The pinboard is what you use in Pinterest to organize your pins. You create a pinboard to reflect a certain interest or category. One such pinboard could be named as Latest Styles to reflect your interest in the latest fashion trends. A pinboard organizes your interests in cute little boxes that display your most recent pins in that category. This makes it easier for viewers to sift through your pins. If you are a blogger, you can equate this to categories. Pins. Pins are the lifeblood of Pinterest. These are pictures or videos that you share in Pinterest. A pin contains a description of the item you are pinning and a link back to the source where you got it. Pinning an item is sort of like sharing a link in Facebook or Twitter. But with Pinterest, you would only be allowed to pin or share a link if it has a picture in it that would beautifully represent it. You can also upload a picture from your computer. Pin it, bookmarklet it. How do you pin an item from a website that does not have a Pin It button? The Pin It bookmarklet addresses this concern. This particular item is added to a browser's bookmark bar. This allows you to pin an item on a website that does not have the Pin It button. The Pin It bookmarklet automatically includes the link to the source. This feature of Pinterest makes pinning very convenient. The Pin It bookmarklet automatically includes the link to the source. Gift pins. Gift pins are pins with prices attached to it. Say you see a coffee maker on Amazon or eBay. You pin it using the bookmarklet, but instead of just putting in a simple description, you put a price on the description too. The amount you put in would automatically show up on the upper left corner of the image. These kinds of pins have a different feed called gift pins and are segregated by price. Followers. Upon signing up, Pinterest would ask you to follow random people whose interest might be of interest to you too. You have the option to selectively choose which pinboard to follow, or you can opt to follow all pinboards of a person. Following is what makes the web app socially driven. Your followers, much like Twitter, would see all pins under the pinboards they are following. Likes. The like button in Pinterest functions pretty much the same as with the Facebook like button, but in Pinterest, you only use the like button when you like a certain pin, but you don't have an exact pinboard or category to pin it under. Comments. A pin, much like Facebook status updates or links, can be commented on. You can write a comment on a certain pin that piqued your interest. And of course, this is also true with your followers. Your followers can write a comment on a certain item that you pinned. Repin. A repin is the equivalent of share in Pinterest. If you like a pin, and you have more or less the same category, repinning is the way to go. Repinning is what makes content sharing possible. This is also one of the ways to grow your audience. A repinned item would show up on the person profile and will be visible to his or her followers. Module 2. Why Pinterest is awesome. Social media marketing is slowly becoming the best way to do online marketing. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Tumblr, and other social networking sites provide the best platform in reaching your target audience. Social networking sites provide a more personal delivery of marketing content to your target audience. Pinterest is fast catching up with the king of social networks, Facebook. As of January of this year, Pinterest reached the 11 million users according to Comscore. This number cements Pinterest's place in the tech history by being the fastest standalone site to cross the 10 million mark. May 2011, just measly 418,000 users. June 2011, saw an increase to 608,000 users. July 2011, it crossed the 1 million mark with 1,030,000 users. August 2011, 1,270,000 users. September 2011, crossed the 2 million mark with 2,023,000 users. October 2011, Pinterest crossed the 3 million mark with 3,295,000 users. November 2011, with only a month, it crossed the 4 million mark with 5,855,000 users. December 2011, it jumped exponentially to almost double its size with 7,516,000 users. January 2012, crossed the magical 10 million mark. In less than a year, Pinterest gained 11,716,000 users. Astronomical indeed. Big and small companies are joining the craze and cashing in on Pinterest's awesome performance. Etsy, 50,000 followers with more than 700 pins. Real Simple, 32,000 followers with 1,700 pins. Whole Foods Market, 13,000 followers, more than 600 pins. West Elm, 10,000 plus followers with more than 1,000 pins. These companies are but a small number of companies that are cashing in on Pinterest. Multinational corporations like GE, car makers like Audi and Lamborghini are also jumping in. Traffic. Pinterest's traffic growth is stellar. It is currently enjoying a hockey stick increase. Although Pinterest is reluctant to release official numbers, third-party sites have pegged the number of February 2012 to be 11.1 million hits. This is now being touted as the fastest site to hit 10 million. A study that was posted by Mashable states that Pinterest is second only with Facebook when it comes to user engagement. Pinterest users stay for an average of 89 minutes. Here are some numbers that will shed the light on the topic. Facebook is still king of referrals with 26.4%. StumbleUpon is in second at 5.07%. Google Search with 3.62%. Twitter with 3.61%. Pinterest with 3.6%. Pinterest's referral number is bigger than YouTube, Reddit, Google+, and LinkedIn combined. Links. Every pin that is shared on Pinterest has a link that points back to the source. Links in Pinterest are do-follow links as compared to the no-follow on Facebook. Another advantage is Pinterest allows you for backlink arbitrage, which could generate tremendous backlinks to your site. Leads. Lead generation in Pinterest is almost taken care of automatically. If used right, Pinterest would generate a lot of leads for any service or product. One study showed that 80% of pins are repins. Now, what does this tell us? For one, that means that once content is brought to Pinterest, it gets around a lot. This, of course, would translate to a lot of leads. Social sharing. All this talk about Pinterest features are all for the naught without the ability to share. In Pinterest, sharing within the network is called repinning. As a solution for sharing an item found outside of Pinterest, you can add a code to add the Pin It button to your website. WordPress plugins are also available for adding the Pin It button. Module 3. Getting started with Pinterest. As with many social networking sites, an account that is properly set up will take you a long way. A shabby-looking account or profile would turn people away. This is your or your company's image, so doing it right is not optional. It is required. Set up Pinterest account. To join Pinterest, one has to get an invite. The site is still on an invite-only mode, but securing one is easy. Just click on the Request an Invite link to receive an invite. Sometimes it takes days to receive an invite from them. There are, of course, offers online from third-party websites or individuals that offer Pinterest invites. After securing your invitation, you will be sent an email with a link to Pinterest. At this point, it is worth noting that you will need a Twitter or Facebook account. This is to ensure that the site is protected against spam. Another reason for this is Facebook and/or Twitter would be integrated to your Pinterest for ease of sharing pins. After you successfully sign up using your Facebook or Twitter account, you will now be asked to add a username, email address, and password. Just click on the Create Account button to proceed to the next step. After hitting the Create Account button, you will be asked to pick topics or interests. Tick everything that interests you. Now, Pinterest will present you with people whom you might want to follow. These people were selected based on the interest you ticked on the previous step. Now it is time to create your pin boards. Before you start pinning, you must create the board where to pin it to. Think of the board as categories. Pin boards are used to separate different categories of content or interests. Pinterest will give you suggestions or tips for your first pin boards. The last step is adding the Pin It bookmarklet to your browser. The bookmarklet is a useful tool. It allows you to pin whatever item you find in any website. This is especially helpful if the website you are visiting does not have a Pin It social sharing button. Just follow the instructions provided by Pinterest and you should be good to go. Create an awesome profile. I cannot stress enough how important your profile is in laying the foundation of your online presence. A nicely done profile alone can gain you trust from your audience. In Pinterest, creating an awesome profile is easy. You just have to be thorough. Go to the settings and upload your company logo. Do not leave out any fields. Put in a nice and short description of you or your company. Do not leave out the links to your company's website or your blog. For SEO purposes, it would be a good idea to use the name of your website or your company as the profile name. How to get lots of followers. Now, your pins would be for naught if you don't have many followers. So how do you get lots of followers? Easy. Follow other people. If you follow someone in Pinterest, there is a big chance that they will follow you back. A lot of people in Pinterest gains followers through this action. If you follow someone, the person will get a notification within Pinterest or via email. The email would contain a link to your profile. Studies show that majority of users in Pinterest would follow back a person who is following them. Repin, like, comment. To get better attention, there is nothing more effective than repinning, liking, or commenting a post. Even if you are not following the person, you can get attention from them by sharing or liking their content. Posting a comment on a pin is a very good way of starting an interaction with anyone. This is a more personal approach to get followers. Add Follow Us button on your site or blog. This works like the Twitter follow button on most websites. This makes following you on Pinterest easier. Create an awesome collection of content. To gain more followers, you should be creative. Your pin boards should be beautiful and eye-catching. One important thing to remember: Pinterest is a female-dominated site, at least for now. If you want to gain followers, you must target your boards for the set demographic. Recipes, wedding gowns, house decorations, plants, and other pursuits are quite popular. Having an eye-catching pin would help you a lot in gaining more followers. Use the invite feature of Pinterest. Utilize the built-in invite feature of Pinterest to invite your friends from Twitter, Facebook, and/or your email contacts. One of the reasons for Pinterest's attractiveness is that it is a purveyor of quality content. One of the ways they ensure that this state continues is by leveraging your social contacts. That is a reason why having a Facebook and/or Twitter account is a requirement. Utilize the @ symbol to interact with anyone you are following. The @ symbol is also a built-in feature in Pinterest. This is one good way of engaging your audience. You can tag a person in the description field of your pin. The person will be sent a notification regarding the new mention. This is one of the best way to reinforce your relationship with fellow users. Optimizing Pinterest. Pins, as much as possible, should be optimized to generate traffic back to your site. Now, how do we achieve this? Links. As discussed, a pin always has a backlink to the source. This is done automatically by Pinterest, but it would not hurt to always double-check the link if it is pointing to the desired page on your site. Putting a link on the description also helps. Watch your pin source ratio. Pinning something from your website should be done sparingly. The accepted ratio is 25% original pins, 50% repins, and 25% pins from your own website. You would not want to overdo pinning content from your website because you run the risk of being labeled by your audience as self-promoter or spammer. Image quality counts. Pinterest is all about images and videos. It goes without saying that the level of attractiveness of your account would rely heavily on the images that you pin. Make sure that the images or videos that you pin are of good quality. Use keywords in the description. Pinterest has quirky search engine. If you search for a certain term, it would only display pins with your search term located in the description. Assist your audience or followers by using specific and descriptive keywords for the image you posted. Module 4. Marketing with Pinterest. Pinterest generates so much referral that it is a great disservice to your brand if you do not utilize it for marketing. Pinterest is only second in rank to Facebook when it comes to user engagement, and as everyone knows, this is the pot of gold in social media marketing. Pinterest's demographic is predominantly female as of writing, but it is growing so rapidly that the gender bias shouldn't hold true for long. So how do we effectively use Pinterest to market our brand or product? Read on. Create pinboards that complement your business. Let us start with the basic, the pinboard. In Pinterest, a user has the option to only follow certain boards of users that interests them. Unlike Twitter, Pinterest allows you to categorize different interests using pinboards. To complement your business, you should create pinboards for different products that you sell or services that you offer. A user looking for a certain product might only be interested in one specific category and would only be looking at following one of your boards. Having this control is a great way to target your products or service to specific audience or followers. Bottom line is to effectively categorize your pinboard so it would reflect the different offerings that you have. Use visual content. Some companies or even some individuals would have trouble in coming up with a set of images that they can utilize. This is especially true for business that offers service instead of tangible products. Here are some ways that might help you in gathering images. Visual content you have. For companies, it is quite next to impossible to not have pictures of any kind. In your last company outing or party, someone might have snapped some pictures of the event. Utilize those to showcase how it is like to be in your company. You could probably label that board as company culture or something to that effect. Another possible source is your org chart. Executives or the management team must have some form of profile pictures that you can use for a board entitled Management or Organizational Structure. If you are going to pin a local image file instead of something from a website, make sure that the image is of top-notch quality. The description should be, well, pretty descriptive of the picture. Visual from blog articles. If you are pinning an article from your blog, make sure that the article has an image that is very relevant to it. If the blog is your own, to optimize your blog for Pinterest usage, you must make sure to include in your blog post a good image that describes your article best. Always remember that Pinterest is all about nice imagery. Infographics and data charts. Infographics are one of the most viral types of images on the web. They hold the viewer's attention and push them to engage or participate and share. Your company might have interesting data that can be utilized to make an infographic. If so, then create your own before someone else acts on that idea and beat you to the punch. If you are using an infographic created by a third-party website such as Mashable, make sure that you give credit to the creator. Infographics usually comes with branding near the bottom of it, so giving credit would not be too hard. One acceptable practice is to utilize an infographic by repinning it and editing the link of the pin. Instead of the link pointing to the original source, you can edit it to point to your website instead. Just make sure that the content of the article or page in your website is somehow related to the infographic you have used. Book covers. Book covers are great images for pins. If you are selling books or you want to showcase a book, all you need to do is find an online retailer that sells that book. Go to the book page and pin it using the Pin It bookmarklet. As with any other types of pins, Pinterest would let you choose which image it found on the page you would like to use. Customer photos. Another great source of imagery is your customers. You can create a pin board showcasing the customer of the month or customers who won raffles. You can ask customers for a picture they would like to be showcased on the board. Big companies that have presence in Pinterest are already utilizing this idea to promote their respective brands. Make your product visually stunning. Pinterest is all about stunning visuals. If you are promoting a product, then you should learn how to turn that product into an eye candy. What we basically want to achieve here is simple. Be a visual curator and a purveyor of stunning imagery. You do not have to be truly artistic to pull this off. You just need to have a small degree of visual know-how. Anyone who has enough knowledge about photography and imagery will be able to pull this off. How to create a stunning visual style. 1. Color. For product photography, color is a good thing. Unless you are selling a line of apparel or lifestyle service that would benefit from a black and white imagery, a stunningly colored picture would do wonders. 2. Composition. Compose your pictures properly. Look up golden mean in Google and you will find a lot of tutorials or online resources that would teach you how to compose an image. 3. Setting. Make sure that the setting would jive with the theme of the campaign that you have. You also need to associate your background with a brand and of course with the theme of the pinboard where you will pin it to. Focus. Ever heard of bokeh or depth of field? If not, Google the term and you will see what I'm talking about. Depth of field is a setting of your camera that would allow you to either focus on the main subject and blur the background, or you may want to focus on the background while blurring the foreground. A viewer's perception of the picture will be swayed if you employ proper focusing on your images. Create user-generated pinboard. Pinterest allows you to create a board that other people can contribute to. Seek out some evangelists of your brand and a few people to contribute to your board. This is a great way to involve your customers in the marketing of your product or service. This board can be turned into a testimonials page with awesome imagery. Enabling your customers to participate in your presence in Pinterest would create a sense of trust on the product and/or brand. In marketing, as many of you may very well know, trust is everything. A user-generated pinboard can also serve as sound-off board for your audience. This is a great tool to get your customers' feedback and suggestions. Here is how you can set up a user-generated board. 1. Create a board like you would when you are creating a normal board. 2. At the bottom of the dialog box for the pinboard, there is a radio button option that says Me plus People. 3. Select that option, and then Pinterest would ask you who you want to be listed or included as a contributor and/or curator of the board. The more people you invite, the more you gain visibility. 4. Update the board as often as you can. There is nothing more boring than a pinboard that is outdated. Not all the people that you invited would actively use your board. Be prepared to update your user-generated board regularly just until it gains traction and gains more active followers. 5. Curate the content by informing all contributors of the theme of the board. Curating the board also includes weeding out the bad posts from the good. Always remember when you are curating an image that Pinterest is all about visuals. Host a contest. Hosting a contest is one of the oldest and most effective tools in marketing to create brand awareness. To leverage the power of Pinterest, you can hold a contest wherein your customers or Pinterest users can create a pinboard that would showcase fun things they do while using your brand. Of course, the concept of the contest would be up to you. You can host a contest wherein users would send you a link of a pinboard they created that showcases your brand. There are of course unlimited possibilities when it comes to this. Let your imagination run wild on this. Add Pin It button on your website. Adding the Pin It button on your website makes it easy for your audience to share your content in Pinterest. This is especially true if the person does not have a Pin It bookmarklet on his or her browser. Like Twitter and Facebook, the Pin It and Follow button make it easier for everyone to share your content. Much like other brands, this will help your brand be discovered by new people. Gather your buyer personalities. Knowing what your market is thinking or their predisposition towards some things is one of the key tenets of marketing. Since the advent of the internet as part of marketing campaigns, knowing your customers has never been easier. Social networking sites like Facebook leverages the enormous information that it has on all its users to target specific advertisements. Pinterest can be used as a tool in gathering information about your target market's persona. You can do this by viewing your customer's profile and the types of boards they have. Their pinboards would be pretty much representing their interests. If you are using a tool to track which customers came through your website via interest, you can then track their behavior and buying habits and identify the triggers that converted each customer to a sale. You can customize your targeting strategy. Stand out as leader. What we are trying to say is, become the expert in your field. Make it a point that your brand or you will be known as the go-to guy for the industry you belong in. You should stand out as an expert on your selected niche. A good example is a marketing company. If you are engaged in marketing, it would be a good idea to create a pinboard that showcases stunning visuals of marketing campaigns. The content of this pinboard should be original and informative. Add links in pin description. If you are pinning a local content instead of something from a live blog or website, it is a good idea to include a link to a post in your website or blog that is related to the image you have pinned. Include the link in the description. The combined result of each pin's click and repins can give you a big boost. Even if you are pinning from a live website or blog, it is a good idea to include the link on the description too. Create a video gallery. In Pinterest, images are not the only type of media that you can pin. Videos can also be pinned. If your managers or executive engages in talks or conducts seminars on certain topics, this is a great material that you can place in one of your pinboards. The video should somehow showcase your company's offerings. Do not forget to include a call to action at the end of the video. A call to action is a link or instruction that you can place on the video to further engage your audience to interact with your company. Use hashtag. As with Twitter and Google+, Pinterest also uses hashtags. You can utilize the power of the hashtag to make your campaigns more visible. For cross-platform campaigns, you might want to use the same hashtag you used in Twitter and Google+ to maximize visibility. Hashtag is a way of adding metadata to your pins. The function of the hashtag is to group conversations, or in this instance, pins, by topic. Feature offline events. If your company holds events, Pinterest is a great way of showcasing that event. You can post behind-the-scenes pictures of the scenes and/or official event pictures on a pinboard created specifically for the event. Doing this creates a buzz around the event and at the same time generates interest for the next event. Showcase your business personality. Being a lifestyle-centered web application, Pinterest is the best place to showcase your business personality. Every successful tech company is also known for its unique personality. Take Google for instance. It is known for its exorbitant perks and play-like approach in designing its workplace. This personality helps humanize the company and attract top-notch talent. Of course, Google would not miss a chance to publicize all those perks. The way they did it is through videos and blog posts. In Pinterest, showcasing your company's culture is as easy as creating a pinboard. Populate the pinboard with pictures of employees while they are working, creating a product, and a host of all other things. Of course, Company outings, events, and employee fun days should be included here. Show your core values. Pinboards can also be used to show the different sides of the company. Much like showcasing its personality, showcasing its core values is equally important. One company, Chobani, uses this strategy effectively. On one board, it encourages fitness methods, and on the other, it champions mothers. Share your pins to Facebook and/or Twitter. Pinterest has a built-in functionality that allows you to share your pins to Facebook and/or Twitter. Now, why are we doing this? The reason is obvious. As awesome as Pinterest is, this is not where most of our friends or network are. Majority of everyone we know are on Facebook. One good thing about sharing content on Facebook is we get to promote Pinterest. Promoting Pinterest would benefit everyone. The main purpose is to have more eyes trained onto Pinterest. The two giants, Facebook and Twitter, have the most number of eyes. Share your pin so everyone gets to see the awesomeness of Pinterest. Sharing to Facebook and or Twitter would drive an influx of new members from our circle. This is how Pinterest tries to maintain the quality of pins in its network. Keep it simple. Pinterest is based on simplicity. Think of this mantra when designing your pinboards and curating your pins. Always think of the basics. It is not about the number of boards, but about the quality of your pins. Keep in mind too that basic also covers amazing imagery to pin. Represent a lifestyle. A lot of Pinterest users create pinboards as a reflection of their ideal lives. Take advantage of this fact by creating a pinboard that targets these dreams. If you are a company that sells fitness foods, you might want to create a pinboard for recipes that would cater to fitness-conscious consumers. Offer added value. Seasoned social networking users know how to sniff out profiles that are primarily designed to hawk products. Savvy social networking users would tend to move away from these kinds of profiles. Avoid this pitfall by offering something extra on your profile. This added value can be implemented in the form of a pinboard populated with pins for other products that are related to yours. Say you are in the business of selling cars. You can create a pinboard that contains pins for car accessories from other users or websites. Follow the big names. Follow the big names in Pinterest. They are the purveyor of taste and style in Pinterest. Much like Twitter, if you follow a big name and they follow you back, followers of that user would inevitably follow you too. A follow-the-leader mentality ensues. Take advantage of this by following established and widely followed users in Pinterest in the hope that they will follow you back. Below are some examples of big names that you can follow on Pinterest. Jane Wong with 2,389,154 followers and 118 boards and 13,921 pins. Christine Martinez with 987,031 followers and 42 boards and 5,468 pins. Ben Silberman with 883,644 followers and 70 boards and 3,768 pins. Jennifer Chong with 877,759 followers and 50 boards and 2,129 pins. Joy Cho with 819,305 followers and 44 boards and 4,322 pins. Evan Sharp with 806,005 followers and 95 boards and 3,098 pins. Maya McDonald with 799,407 followers and 36 boards and 8,435 pins. Caitlin Colley with 711,524 followers and 32 boards and 1,486 pins. Mike D with 688,256 followers and 16 boards and 3,526 pins. Daniel Bear Hunley with 683,617 followers and 29 boards and 1,641 pins. Following the all of the above power Pinterest users gives you a chance to be followed back, which could mean a lot of follows from their own followers. Curate content. People in Pinterest love those who curate their content. You should be selective in what you repin and what you bring into Pinterest from outside its confines. You wouldn't like looking like a spammer or a self-promoter. Spend time. Like most social networking site, Pinterest would require your precious time. To get a decent return on your presence in Pinterest, you have to invest time in the site. Pinterest is all about quality pins, so we discourage automated systems that automatically repin other people's pins based on a predefined category. To be successful in using Pinterest, you must spend the time in curating your content and engaging other users. Take the time to get to know your followers and the people you follow, at least some of them. Engaging other users by liking their pins, writing comments, and repinning would make you look and feel like human from your audience perspective. Nothing screams like corporate automation than just repinning content without any other activities. As a final word on this chapter, here is a summary on how you could make Pinterest work for you. Add a Pin It button. Make it easy for your viewers to share your content by adding a Pin It button on your website. Visual is king. The reason why the site is so addictive is that it is a visual experience. With that said, make it a point that every post you make on your blog, e-commerce site, or your company's website includes a stunning graphics. Offer added value. Do not just promote your products. Post news, developments, other interests that are somehow relevant to what you are promoting. People hate profiles that only exist to sell their own products. Remember, people tend to shy away from these kinds of users. Look at the demographics and decide your content based on that data. Make sure to only post relevant content. Observe and learn how the big guys do it. Observe how companies that have successful campaigns in Pinterest and learn from them. Call the bad practices and retain the best ones. Module 5. The Pinterest Cash Cow. There are lots of ways to make money on Pinterest. Using Pinterest to boost brand awareness is one way to earn money in a passive way. Another passive way to make money in Pinterest is to direct traffic to your blog or site through pins. But one of the best ways to make money in Pinterest is to use affiliate links. We will discuss further with regards to making money through affiliate marketing in Pinterest in this chapter. How to monetize your Pinterest. There are a myriad of ways to monetize your strong Pinterest presence. One of the most widely used methods in monetizing Pinterest is through brand awareness or advertising. Say, for example, you run a deal website. You can leverage the power of the visual-centric pins by posting an attractive image of a product or service that you are currently offering on your site. Pins have backlinks that points back to its source, so if you pinned a deal straight from your website, the direct link to that deal's page would automatically be added to your pin. Another way to monetize your Pinterest presence is to drive traffic to your blog or website. Bloggers earn money through Pinterest using this method. Most blogs monetize their content through advertising. AdSense is one example of this. If your blog gets enough traffic, a percentage of those visitors would click on one of the ads that you display, and that's how AdSense, another ad-serving company, pays the owner of the blog. High number of visitors equates to more click on the ads that you serve. This in turn translates to higher earnings from your ad supplier. Everything we have talked about so far are ways to passively monetize your Pinterest profiles. What we will tackle next is how to directly monetize your Pinterest presence. One of the most widely used methods is pinning a product from your e-commerce website. If you are selling a product, you can leverage the high engagement rate of users in Pinterest to promote the products that you are selling. Of course, it goes without saying that the image of the product you are selling should be top-notch. You should make it a habit to always post a flattering image of whatever product or service you are selling. Pinterest is all about imagery, so think of the fact when you are deciding what image to attach to anything that you are selling. If you don't have an e-commerce website and is wondering how to actively monetize your presence in Pinterest, then you can try affiliate marketing. You earn money through affiliate marketing by way of commission. Most big e-commerce websites like Amazon has an affiliate program that you can take advantage of. You can sign up as an affiliate on their website. Once you get an account, just log into your profile and customize the type of products that you want to sell. You can do it by categories, so you would only be selling products which interests you too. It is no good to sell a product outside of your niche. It is always a good idea to sell products that you yourself would buy. After setting up your affiliate program membership, you can start looking for specific products that you want to promote using Pinterest. First off, look for a product that you want to sell. An e-commerce site that has an affiliate program like Amazon would provide you with a special link to a product you have chosen. This link is unique to you. This is how an affiliate program tracks purchases that came from your referral link. For each and every click that gets converted to a sale would net you to a tidy commission. The amount or percentage of the commission depends on the affiliate program. Some affiliate program can give you as high as 15% commission. Where to find products to promote? Finding products to promote is an easy chore. The rule of thumb is, only promote products that you yourself would buy. This way, you build credibility with your audience. Not only it is good for your cred, it will boost your trustworthiness as a promoter. One good place to find products to promote is within an e-commerce site that you have an affiliate membership with, like Amazon, for example. Amazon has an affiliate program. They would let you pick categories which you are most interested in selling. Again, only pick products that you are genuinely interested in. Never pick a product outside of your niche. For example, your Pinterest is comprised of boards that talks about cars, men's couture, men's accessories, and anything masculine. It would be somewhat awkward looking if you attempt to sell stilettos and handbags. Another way of monetizing your presence in Pinterest is by generating sales lead for offline stores. If you do not have a store, you can probably strike a deal with a merchant wherein you will get commission for every sales lead that you generate for the store. One good way to do this is to post images of the store's product and putting in a referral code on the pin's description. The customer must print or write down the referral code and present it at the store to get discounts or other promotions. Finding products to promote in Pinterest is an easy task. Just be creative and learn how to spot an opportunity. Here are some ways to find products to promote. Using affiliate links. Affiliate links, as mentioned, is a great way to earn money in Pinterest. Unlike other methods, this is easier by far and requires less investment in time and money. Using affiliate links is fairly easy. Just get the link from your affiliate program and use it as the link for your pin. The link would contain all the information the e-commerce site would need to track sales lead that came from you. If a lead turns into a sale, you get a commission for referring that customer over to the site. For affiliate programs, Amazon is one of the best out there. The Amazon affiliate program works like any other affiliate programs wherein you will be given commission for every sale they make from your referral. Another good thing about Amazon is that there are literally millions of things to choose from. An affiliate partner has a lot of choice with regards to products that they want to promote. Below are some tips on how to pick a product in Amazon that would be easy to sell. 1. Use the Amazon bestseller feature. This will give you concrete information on what is currently hot. A lot of customers are purveyors of the latest trends. If a product is part of Amazon's bestseller list, it would be safe to say that the product is in. 2. If you are after a certain type of product, you may want to filter the items by categories. This will give you a product list that would reflect the category you are most interested in. This is helpful if you want to maintain a specific theme for your Pinterest presence. Example is if you have a Pinterest profile that focuses on men's recreation. You would want to only sell items that are under that category. Scuba gears, skiing accessories, or any other items that you think your target audience would buy. 3. You can also sort the items by price. This is helpful if you are targeting a specific demographic. Example of this is, if you are targeting middle-class women as your market, then of course you would want to leverage their purchasing power in choosing a product to sell. 4. Sort the items by popularity. The goal here is to know what items are best sellers. This is a good indicator that a product will be well received by your audience, hence a bigger chance of getting a sale. 5. Take a look at the rating of an item. In Amazon, products are rated with stars. The higher the number of stars, the better the feedback from customers. One good practice is to select only products that have good rating scores. The reason for this is obvious. As a consumer, you would tend to be swayed by reviews and how a product is perceived by fellow customers. Your buying decision would be heavily influenced by what people are saying about a certain product. The star rating functions as a credibility rating of the product. Getting traffic to your affiliate site. Generating traffic to your affiliate site is the exercise as driving traffic to your blog or website. The difference lies in how often or how you approach the promotion of that site. The promotion of such a site should be done with a hint of moderation, as people in Pinterest does not want users who are self-promoters and are only primarily engaged in Pinterest for the sole reason of earning money. Always remember to offer added value to your audience. It is not bad to come across as a seller or a hawker of goods, but it should be done in moderation and with taste. Offering added value to your audience would negate any negative connotation of selling Pinterest. One way to do this is to create a board that showcases products from other companies that complements your own products line. Module 6. Combine Pinterest with other tools. Pinterest can be used together with other existing social networking or tools online. Some companies may have been using some other social networks such as Facebook and Twitter. This module, we are going to discuss on how we can combine these strategies with Pinterest to create a more effective marketing campaign for your business. Search engine optimization. SEO, or search engine optimization, is a method or a collection of methods that one employs to drive traffic to a site by increasing your ranking in search engines. One well-known SEO technique is to boost the number of links all over the internet that points directly back to a portion or section of your website. Pinterest can help a great deal in this regard, as every pin contains a backlink to its source. Now, you wouldn't want to be labeled as a self-promoter, so the best way to go about this is to employ the help of your followers. You are asking how? Read on. For driving traffic to your website, it would be a disservice to your brand or company if you did not take advantage of Pinterest. Pinterest, as of time of writing, is only second to Facebook when it comes to level of engagement. How can you use this for your benefit? Below are some examples of ways that businesses and individual blogs had taken advantage of this internet phenomenon, which is Pinterest. Participate in a daily Pintastic blog hop to discover what other people are sharing. This will not only give you ideas who and what to follow and pin, it will also give you that visibility as a result of being in the know of the latest trends. Get Pinspired every week. Pinspired is a weekly link up. This is a method of networking with bloggers on promoting certain items, products, or anything that is interesting and related to your offerings. This again is a way to create brand awareness and to promote your brand or product. If you do a Google search for Pinspired, you will get results that would include a listing of popular blogs that have wide readership that holds these kinds of weekly events. Manage your boards well. If you are looking for inspiration, you may want to take a look at Nordstrom's Pinterest profile. Make sure that your boards are coherent and pleasing to the eyes. This is not only true for companies that sell aesthetic-related products such as apparels. A sloppily executed or organized pinboard would turn off your readers, and it would make it hard for them to sift through your content. Build a following of products that you find every day. Daily Gromat does this. Not only they are selling products through their Pinterest profile, they also pin interesting finds and showcases ideas from investors from all over the world. 5 Minutes for Mom, a popular resource for the blogging mom community, holds a weekly event that invites its followers. The campaign calls for all followers to share their favorite pin of the week. This is one great way of engaging your audience and at the same time populating your user-generated board with beautiful pins. You can structure this so every week would have a different theme. For example, you can have this week's theme to be beaches around the world. For the following week, you can create a new board and set the theme as favorite recipes. There are myriad of ways that you can structure this kind of campaign. As mentioned in the previous chapter, holding a contest is a great way to showcase your product and engaging your audience. Lands' End recently held a contest. The contest is called Pin It to Win It. Their followers were asked to create pinboards showing Lands' End's product. The objective is to have the most number of likes or repins. The winner's got a gift card from the company. Remember your keyword strategy. Although Pinterest is a visually driven social networking site, it does not mean that you can forget about your keyword strategy. Keywords are still the best way to lead people to your content through search. Pinterest, like most websites, employs a search function that you and your viewers can use to search for your niche. Without a good keyword strategy, people or your would-be followers would not be able to find you. Now, all these are just examples on how you can create a buzz around the site, with the end site being to drive traffic back to it. Now, all of these mentioned activities have great SEO value. By creating buzz around your site with the aforementioned activities, you are practically trying to get your pins be repinned by a lot of Pinterest users. Doing all or any of the methods above would drive the number of repins exponentially. Now, you must remember that every pin or repin has a corresponding link back to its source. Now, if the pin you are promoting was directly taken from a product website that you own, it would generate a lot of backlinks that would help your SEO rankings tremendously. QR code. The omnipresent QR code. Now, what exactly is this, and why should you care, and why should you use this in Pinterest? Let us start by trying to explain what a QR code is. Here is an expert from Wikipedia. QR code, abbreviated from Quick Response Code, is the trademark for a type of matrix barcode or two-dimensional code first designed for the automotive industry. More recently, the system has become popular outside of the industry due to its fast readability and large storage capacity compared to standard UPC barcodes. The code consists of black modules arranged in a square pattern on a white background. The information encoded can be made up of 4 standardized modes of data: numeric, alphanumeric, byte binary, kanji, or through supported extensions, virtually any kind of data. In short, QR codes are like barcodes. It tells you what the product is and details about it. Now, you might be wondering how this is going to help you campaign in Pinterest. The answer lies in the exponentially growing smartphone industry. This is especially helpful if you are selling products. A QR code can be captured and be merged with an existing product's image in a pin. With a QR code embedded in the pin, a smartphone user can easily scan the QR code using Google Goggles for Android or using other apps, and it would immediately give them feedback on what the product is. A QR code could also contain a direct link to your product page. Depending on the platform of smartphone you are using, the phone could open up a browser that would take the user directly to the product page as soon as it scans the code. The QR code can extremely be useful for people running e-commerce websites, as it's a way of making it easy for your customers or audience to check out your products. If your company has video promotions or talks delivered by some of your executives, it is a great material that you can use to further help you in promoting your business. Here are some tips on how you can fully utilize YouTube's potential in helping any area of your business. Upload relevant videos. Only pick videos that are absolutely relevant. There is nothing worse than being inconsistent with your profile's theme. Make sure that the video will promote the company's thrust and ultimate goal. Make sure that the video you pin will promote the company's culture, products, and/or offerings. A video should serve as an endorsement of your company. Make sure to put in your website's URL at the top of the description of the video. This might not create the most number of referrals to your site, but it would definitely give you a valuable backlink to your website. Remember that you will be pinning this video too. You can always put in the URL to a relevant page to your site on the description of the pin. The original URL of the video would be pointing to your YouTube uploaded video, of course, but you would have to add in another URL on the description box so as to maximize the backlink and referral potential. Include a Pinterest profile link on your YouTube channel description or information. The awesome part about this YouTube section is that you can put in links to your website, blog, and other social network profiles. This will definitely cover all major social media outlets where you have presence on. Utilize the broadcast message feature of YouTube. This feature allows you to send a message to all your subscribers. You can leverage this feature by sending messages that informs your subscriber of upcoming events, and of course the message should contain a link to either your Pinterest profile or directly to your website. Mention Pinterest in your videos. This is called a blurb. Mention your Pinterest presence at the end or in any part of your video. Also include a short text about your Pinterest presence in the description box. A link to your Pinterest profile should also be included in the video's description box. Although YouTube does not generate the same referral traffic like Facebook, the number of people being referred to by this giant media site is still quite considerable. Twitter and Facebook. If your company leverages the power of Twitter in dishing out news and/or updates, then Pinterest could very well work for your benefit. As you already know, Pinterest integrates quite beautifully with Twitter and Facebook. You can take advantage of this fact to have Pinterest work in tandem with Twitter for better coverage and information dissemination. For announcing a newly posted article on your company website or e-commerce site, instead of just tweeting about it, you might want to pin it first using the Pin It button. After pinning the content, tweet it and share it on Facebook. This action would give us double benefits. For one, it would drive traffic to your website. Another advantage of doing it in this manner is it would pull in non-Pinterest users to check out the site. Helping Pinterest out and letting the world that it exists would be very beneficial for everyone who is using Pinterest for marketing. This goes without saying that the higher the number of interests in Pinterest, the better. This would give us a higher potential audience and/or customers. Conclusion. As a final word, it goes without saying that Pinterest is for real. It is as real as Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, and other social sites in the sense that it generates a lot of value and traffic. If done correctly, the steps outlined here would immensely help you and your business grow its presence on Pinterest.